You are listening to 90.3 WHPC, the voice of Nassau Community College, and on YouTube.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back after a 1-week hiatus, but don't have no fear. We are back. Welcome back to the only wrestling talk show here on WHPC. Welcome to Takedown Breakdown. I'm your host, Josh Silverberg. With me at this time, my original tag team partner, the dynamic duo, just the two of us tonight. Mr. Lyle Gillen, what's happening, man?
Nothing much. Had a great week of wrestling, and I can't wait for next week.
Absolutely. It's going to be great. And also, we want to wish out to the fans, everybody. Hopefully, you all had a safe 4th of July. Clearly, we saw in the news, people decided, hey, guess what? It's a holiday, so we don't need to wear a mask, and we could get into a gathering of 500 people. So, yeah, it's going to be your fault we don't go back to wrestling shows soon. Because of your gatherings and your...
Boo!
That should be what's the segment that we do, Lyle, that you always do, the of the week, the guy of the week or whatever it is you find on Twitter?
Liquor of the week.
Yeah, there you go. That's who you are.
We did it once. But yes, I will agree. This week's Boo Liquor of the Week is everybody who does not wear a mask. So remember, people, stay safe and wear a mask.
Here's the thing. It's interesting. I went to a gathering yesterday on 4th of July. And there was like 4 or 5 people. Okay, that's subtle and normal. Yeah. People with like 200 people at the beach not wearing masks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I didn't know.
I went to Scott's house on Wednesday to watch NXT and AEW.
And
we didn't wear a mask. There was 4 of us.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. The coronavirus, people. It doesn't take a holiday just because it's 4th of July. I'm just throwing that out to all of you, okay? Just because it's a holiday doesn't mean the virus.
Coronavirus is not celebrating the 4th of July either. They are out there infecting you.
No, definitely not for sure. But just wanted to get that out of the way. But it's good to see you again, Lyle, after this week. I'm glad you're doing well and everything like that. Actually,
Same to you, man.
It's been 2 weeks. You and I haven't seen each other.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're back together, and it's good. Scott Knapp, Justin Caracciolo will be back with us next week. They are out for this week, but that's okay. Let's get right into it, man, and let's discuss New Japan Pro Wrestling's New Japan Cup, which has been, I think, a phenomenal tournament so far. I think they've done their shows as well as anybody in the empty arena stuff, and the finals are set. Kazuchika Okada will be going up against Evil. So you have that after Evil defeated his tag team partner, who he's won multiple IWGP Tag Team Championships with in Sonata. And my pick, Hiromu Takahashi, losing to Okada. I knew Okada was going to get to the finals. I just wanted to be different, and I wanted to be the guy that said, "See, I told you." You know, that's always
maybe when we do this, we'll do a little editing before we put it on YouTube and go back and play the episodes of you saying, "Oh, it's Rumble. I think he can beat Okada." I think we should play that back. And
it was
what was that?
It was an excellent match, though.
Oh, that was a great match. That was a very good match. I loved it. But like I told you, a while ago, that if Hiromu won, that's 3 belts that they're not going to be able to have defended on the card. That's the IWGP tag, Intercontinental and Heavyweight. And then you have
the Junior Heavyweight.
Hiromu, who is the Junior. The only other one would be the tag titles. So that wouldn't make sense to me, in my opinion.
The other problem, too, is, Lyle, is now that the junior tag team champions, I don't think are going to be wrestling either, because I know Sho was healthy, but I think he got hurt.
He did.
Yeah,
he did. He hurt his knee.
Dominion. So that's another championship that's not defended at Dominion. So because it's interesting. I've been seeing Sho wrestle in these 6-man matches. I'm like, where's Yo? I don't ever see him. Never see him.
Yeah, I realized that too.
Now I know why, because he's hurt.
I think that with this match, I remember back that the rumor was that Okada was going to be taking the belt back because he was supposed to be carrying the torch for the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to still do that plan. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he lost and then he got it back at Wrestle Kingdom. But
next year, right?
Huh?
You mean for next year, right? Because the Olympics.
Yes. Well, no. Yes, the original plan was for this year for it to be the Olympics.
Yes.
That's why I don't know what they're going to do now. But I wouldn't be surprised if Okada took it back in this time when it's a little different, it's a little weird, and you're making your money just from New Japan World pretty much in 25% capacity arenas. Okada is the old reliable. He's the guy you can give the belt to. You know he's going to draw. He's going to get a crowd. He's going to make you money. And he's going to put on great matches. That's just how it is. So I think from a business standpoint, it's smarter to have Okada be the champion. Not saying Naito can't do any of those things, and not at all. I love Naito, but I think that he's going to be a security blanket just to make sure, because in the past New Japan has given the belt to guys and they didn't draw as well, or they might have lost subscribers from New Japan World and they would take the belt off them. That's what happened when Nakamura first got the belt. I believe that's what happened when Naito got the belt the first time too. They took the belt right off them because they weren't doing as they expected. And I think they're going to try and play it safe and give it to Okada. But I don't think they should, because Naito could have had an amazing reign. And the pandemic really hurt that. So I think they should keep it on him. And then because the Olympics got pushed back, give it to him next year's Dominion or at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you 100%. I can easily see Okada winning it because, again, as you said, he's the face of the company. That's what he is. He's been that way for a long time now. But it would not surprise me if Naito won. It would not shock me the least bit. The thing I took more out of this is, what does this do? Because I know everybody's talking about Naito Okada, and we're excited for that match because, of course, it's going to be fantastic. But what I take out of this whole thing is how Evil beat Sonata, which was very dirty tactics with the low blows, with the airs and everything. And I'm curious, is this going to add a little dissension in LIJ? Because if you look at how it was, I'm watching this match and I'm going, the referee got hit. Evil low blows him. Evil takes a chair, hits him into the turnbuckle. Didn't care.
Yep.
Sonata went to shake his hand in the beginning, and Evil punched him. And I'm going, oh. I said, this is really interesting how this is going. So I'm wondering in my head, is this going to add problems with LIJ?
Well, I don't think so. I think in the long run it won't. In the immediate future, they're going to do something, I think, because remember, they were kind of teasing that a little bit with Hiromu when he was going to be facing Naito at the anniversary show. They were kind of teasing a little bit of a rift, and that kind of faded away with the pandemic. But I think in the long run, no, but I think they will do a little something with Evil and Sonata. I don't know. I could see it go either way. But the thing is, with Evil, remember, everything is evil, and evil is everything.
Apparently. But I mean, his own tag team partner, who he's won multiple IWGP tag team championships with, he's even evil also. I mean, that's just, I mean, if he's been so heelish in this entire tournament, the way when he fought Hiroki Goto.
Yeah, he has.
For Goto to come and he would not move out of the way. He squashed Yoshihashi in 3 minutes, pretty much. That was
my favorite moment, and it's a little off topic, of this entire tournament was the Yano Hiromu match.
Oh, of course.
That was amazing.
We knew that was going to be the case because it's 2 entertainers.
Oh, that was great. And it made me think I would really love one day. It's probably never going to happen. It's this Yano versus Orange Cassidy. It would probably be the funniest match I've ever seen in my entire life. And I wish in some universe it can happen and I could be there watching it, but hopefully it happens after COVID sometime.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you never know. Maybe one of these spring break shows, these Joey Janela spring break shows, you never know, because they were going to have Minoru Suzuki versus Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, so you never know how that's going to go and everything like that. So it's interesting. Like I said, going forward, so we have the finals Saturday, and then you got Dominion the next day. So New Japan is fitting everything in one weekend.
Yep.
So far, we know the tag team championships are going to be defended, which we kind of knew. Once Taichi beat both, beat Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi, and then they fought at the end of one of the tournament shows. You knew that the tag team championships was going to be defended. There was another match that I saw on the card. I can't remember. I know they're doing a lot of 6-man matches because they're trying to fit everybody in. That's really because that's what New Japan does. They try to they try to fit as many people in as possible with their shows.
That's why they have the giant tag team matches.
Always, that's always what they do. Whether it's 3-man, 4-man, they always would do because they want to fit everybody on the card. If you saw Wrestle Kingdom this year, all pretty much the opening matches were all pretty much the 6-man tag team matches here and there.
Yeah,
guys are wrestling the next night, this and that. One question before we move on to our next topic, Lyle, I wanted to ask you: did you get a chance to see the Lions, the Young Lions show that they're doing on Friday night?
I did.
So
yep, I liked it. I very much like the. I know I saw you on Twitter. You mentioned how good you thought Carl Fredericks looks, but I loved Alex Coughlin. I thought he did a great job. That Coughlin Connors match, I thought was great. I like that match better than the tag match. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was good. I think it can become something. I can't wait for next week. Hey, more New Japan. I can't complain.
Exactly. I'm excited, and I like both matches. Both matches are really good. I'm a big fan of Carl Fredericks. I think he's got charisma. I think he's a guy with his size that has so much athletic ability, and I like what he said. He said the best thing on the mic when he said, "I'm not just going to go to New Japan and join a faction." He goes, "How does Kenta be there for 3 weeks and join Bullet Club?" He said, and he makes a point. A couple of weeks, and he joined Bullet Club. He basically said, "I'm not joining a faction. I'm going to be my own person. I don't want to join anything." But he looks like a guy that could be more heelish, I think.
I think he fits better with Chaos, to be honest. I think
he fits Chaos. If he's going to fit a group, it's going to be Chaos.
I think he would be a great fit in Chaos. I think that's the best faction for him.
In Lifeblood.
I can't picture him in Bullet Club. No. I can't picture he's not going to join LIJ. I can't picture him in Suzuki Gun.
I think Chaos would be the best for him.
Yeah, if he does join a faction, that would probably be the best option.
What they could do is they could also bring kind of over like a partial kind of Lifeblood, like they have in ROH. You have like Juice Robinson, David Finlay, who are already part of Lifeblood. You bring that over, and you could have maybe him join that in a somewhat kind of capacity. Because Lifeblood and ROH is not a bad group. I'm a big fan of Lifeblood. I think they've done a really good job.
No, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, the problem was the thing with Tenille Dashwood happened. It ended too fast. They released her way too quickly. They didn't let it. They didn't let it sizzle at all. They kind of just let it dry out. Didn't do anything with it. And they're a good group. But I think if Juice Robinson, Dave Finlay, and Carl Fredericks had a group together, that intrigues. Juice Robinson, Carl Fredericks together kind of intrigues me a little bit. That would be an interesting tag team. That would, because their personalities, they're both kind of polar opposites, but when you see Juice as a serious guy, like he was against Moxley and these guys, Fredericks has that demeanor too. It's almost the same thing, and it's the same look and the same feel, and everything about them are almost alike. So I'd be curious if that happens, but we'll see. You can check that out Friday nights, and the best part about the show is it's only like literally 40 minutes long. It's not long.
Yeah, it was short and it was sweet.
Yeah, you get 2 matches. You get the English commentary. I'm so used to the Japanese commentary at this point. I'm used to it already. My wife says to me, she goes, "How do you watch this? What are they?" You know what I mean? Like
I was watching it because I went fishing Friday. So Friday's show, I watched at home when I got back. I was sitting on the couch maybe around 1-ish watching it, and my dad walks by, looks at me all confused, and goes, "Do you understand what they're saying?" And I'm like, "Oh, no. I'm not watching for the announcers. I'm watching for the wrestling."
No. We don't care about what the announcers say. And again,
but you know what? They're doing a great job. I think that they have definitely done an amazing job in making us forget about no crowd and having it just watching the wrestling, because in Japan they have it's a lot quieter than United States fans. It's a much different type of atmosphere, and the announcers being louder really makes you forget about that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And to see like Jushin Thunder Liger doing the announcing is really cool, and to get that vibe and everything like that. And to get the perspective. But the cool thing is that we don't understand what they're saying. I mean, some people might, but you get the loudness and you get a certain vibe, like the excitement. And it's
very much.
I think it's cool. I honestly, I like Kevin Kelly, but
I love Kevin Kelly.
But in this tournament, I've heard Kelly do his announcing, and I heard that I like the Japanese commentary more. And I guess
I like
in his house maybe it's a little different. I don't know.
I like Kevin Kelly better. The active thing, he's at home, so he might not be able to be as excited.
Yeah,
and really in the moment. If I had to pick a top 3 announcers in wrestling today, it would be Kevin Kelly, Excalibur, and Mora.
Yes.
So I think they're the best, and I think they can make a match amazing. Especially Kevin Kelly, the way he with the finishes and everything, he exaggerates it, and I love it. And I just think that
another underrated one in ROH, even Ian Riccoboni.
Yes, very much
energetic dude. I think he really, if you see he does his promos on ROH.com, he's really done a great job throughout the entire thing. They do, and I keep saying they got to get rid of JR. They got to let Tony Schiavone be the play-by-play guy, and they got to let Excalibur.
I disagree. I think it should be Excalibur as the play-by-play guy. Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Jericho should eventually become the announce table. Maybe like a year or so when Jericho is getting up there and might want to.
As long as as long as JR's not there, I don't care. Lost with it. He's so lost with it.
He's much better than he was. But he still has moments where he's not as good. I think Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Jericho should be the tandem. There's moments when it's just I want JR to shut up.
Yeah, I know, because the problem is too he fixates on things for the entire show. Like there's one topic and he'll fix on it the entire show and he'll talk about it. I'm still trying to.
Well, he did that. He did that with when his WWE days too. Not as much, but he would do that. And then I realized that, and then I went back and I was watching some Strong Style Evolved shows this morning, and I realized JR was doing very similar things he's doing now, but he was still showing emotion and everything. So I don't know, because I think the way he was calling like the Young Bucks matches, Kenny Omega match, Young Bucks Kenny Omega Global Lovers match, he was really into that. And I feel like there were times when he's doing Young Bucks and Kenny Omega Page matches here when he just doesn't seem as into the match. And I don't know if it's him doing it every week. I don't know. I think he's just not as into it. I don't think it's anything to do with the company. I think it's just he's getting up there, and I think that I think he should move into the role of trying to recruit talent and being on creative team.
Which is what he did in WWE. He did that in WWE.
Yeah.
He recruited Jake Hager when he was in WWE with Jack Hager.
He recruited The Rock. He recruited I think he recruited Kurt Angle.
Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Yes. I think he would do great in that role.
Yeah. But I think Schiavone hasn't lost touch. I think he's a guy, but you have to remember, before this too, he was working for MLW, so he was doing that. So he didn't lose complete. People act like they dug Schiavone out from random out of nowhere.
And you mean Starbucks?
But he was in MLW for a couple years before this. He was there for a couple years. It's not that he lost touch with wrestling. He was still doing it.
Yeah. So we're going to Fyter Fest and NXT.
So let's get to our next topic. Thank you, Lyle, for segueing into that. We got a little off topic, but that's okay. That's what we do. And again, you're listening to 90.3 WHPC, The Voice. of Nassau Community College and here on YouTube.com. This is Takedown Breakdown along with Lyle Gillen. I'm Josh Silverberg. And the next topic we're going to discuss is we're going to review NXT Great American Bash and AEW Fyter Fest. So we're going to get into it right now. What were your thoughts? I don't want to let's jump in and say, hey, let's combine the two shows and say which one was better than the other. I mean, because I feel like both shows had their moments. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like both shows. So I think it'd be a disservice to say, oh, this show was better than this show, which, of course, we'll say which one. Which show did you enjoy more, though, Lyle? Which one did you enjoy more?
I very much, I thought that AEW had the better show from beginning to end. I feel like NXT had the better match in the Oni and forgetting his name, I don't know why. The only Larson match, I thought that was
the
best match. I feel that the 4-way elimination match, it was all right. I wasn't crazy about it. It didn't do much for me. No one really in that match drew me in to make me go, wow, I want to see this person win. I want to watch this match. It didn't have me get me sucked in. The Loomis match that match got me sucked in. I really wanted to watch that one. The Rhea Ripley match I didn't care for at all. And then the Io Banks match I enjoyed it. I did. However, I said it before in the show, I hate it when there are random interferences and out of nowhere towards the end. I love the match, hated the finish of that match. And same thing with the Jake Hager-Cody match. I love the match, hated the finisher. But with AEW, that match, I think that might have been the best women's match that I've ever had in Shida Penelope Ford. That was a phenomenal match. I think overall AEW had the better show, but NXT had the better moments. What's your opinion?
So basically, I agree with it in the sense that, and it was Timothy Thatcher, by the way. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name either for a second. I drew a blank. I agree. I thought that match was an unbelievable match. I thought Io, Sasha Banks was really good. Again, the ending was but you know what? Now it makes for a match for, I believe, Monday. They're doing another match now. I think they're getting Bailey now involved with Oscar and everything like that. So they're doing.
Well, what's going to happen, and the reason why they did that is because Kairi Sane is leaving to go back to Stardom, and I believe that Io is going to be replacing her because they tape everything at the Performance Center. They can have her do both shows. But I don't like how Asuka came out there. I understand it. I just hate that. I feel like matches can be better with a normal finish, and when you don't have a normal finish, you can take a lot out of it. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Especially when you're a face, which Io is. If you're a face and you have an interference help your finish, it's just bizarre. Like what happened was Evil. He's a heel. That's supposed to happen. He did a heel tactic to win. So when a face has a heel tactic to win, I'm not really a fan of it. Now with the Cody Hager situation, when Dusty came out, I was not a fan of it affecting the match. However, I like the fact that there was a heel tactic because I look at that separate. Because the rumors are right now, AEW is going to be bringing in the Four Horsemen as a faction, and Cody is a big-time rumor to be the head of that group. And I like that heel moment because they're slowly building up to Cody turning heel. And I like that. I don't like it affecting the matches when he's the top face in the company.
Huh. So,
what?
In the words of Lyle, before I was so rudely interrupted.
I can't hear you. You keep cutting out.
The fans hear me. They know what I'm saying. They know me. All right. No, but I'm just kidding. So, uh, I understand what you're saying. Also, with the Fatal 4-Way match, I enjoyed it. I thought it was put together too close, like it was kind of thrown together. I'm not the biggest Candice LeRae fan. I think she's very dry and stale. Heel or face doesn't matter. She doesn't do it for me. Mia Yim is very good. I think she's just still developing. Dakota Kai has become a superb heel in NXT. She is somebody that I think has really developed that persona and it's more confident in the ring, and you see it all the time. I'm I'm a big Tegan Knox fan. I'm so happy for her because she's come back from so many injuries and so many, what happened to her at the Mae Young Classic where she tore her ACL and she had to have surgery on it. You felt horrible for that because that was a real moment. That was a real moment where and then she had to have surgery again, and people were like, "Oh God, is she going to be able to come back?" And to let her have this opportunity, I think she's going to kill it with Io Shirai. I think she's going to have a phenomenal match. Her match, at when did she fight Dakota Kai? I think it was she's fought her a couple. That rivalry with Dakota Kai alone has been really good. Um, I've liked it. I've been entertained by it. I've been intrigued with it. So I'm happy that it was Tegan that won. Dakota will have her moment because she's a heel. She'll get her moment. She'll have it, and she'll get that match with Eve.
Mm-hmm.
This is Tegan. This is time for Tegan to let her come back from what she's come back from, and let her show what she's capable of.
Unless Io is going to be moving up with
Asuka
and Sasha Banks and Bayley, that whole storyline. Once she's going to be moving up, and they put the belt on Tegan.
That'd be great.
And Dakota goes another big rivalry with her.
I would love that. I mean, you saw it.
I think that would be. See, this is the problem I have with this women's division in NXT, and it's the only hit I have on it right now. They kind of hit the reset button. A lot of their big names got called up, and they have to redevelop and rebuild. I'm a big fan of Shotzi Blackheart. I think she's great. I think they can very much make her one of the top wrestlers in their women's division. They have a lot of talent in there. I know Triple H has done it time and time again with building wrestlers after they lose top talent, and I'm very interested to see how they do it because they don't have. If Io goes up too, who's their top wrestler to really carry the division?
Well, it's we don't know. But I think you'll hear names. I think Tegan Knox could pull the weight. Dakota Kai too is another one. I think she can pull the weight. Yeah. I think those two.
But are they?
You can make the case that those two have had one of the best rivalries this year. I mean, they have. They've had multiple takeover matches, and they were really good matches.
I think that if they go and have a rivalry for the NXT Women's Title, that can be a rivalry that is reminiscent of Ciampa Gargano.
So I knew you were.
It could be a very heated, very much rivalry, and it was probably my favorite rivalry of that entire year. I think it was 2018. I loved it. It was one of the best rivalries I think in all of wrestling. We have a entire crowd chanting "F you" when you're coming out. You're doing your job as a heel. You're doing a perfect job. I just don't see anyone if Io gets called up that can immediately be there.
No, but I think the thing is too is that people like Tegan Knox too because her personality as well. Her personality, she's fun, she's young, she's on all she does all the shows and stuff on the side. She does up, down, down. Sometimes she does, and
yes,
good for her. They like her, and they know what she's come back from, and they see it as a great story. And people can't stand Dakota Kai because she comes off as a jealous little punk that nobody can stand because she's the girl that basically said, "Oh, you brought me on Rhea Ripley's team because you had nobody else, but you didn't really want me," and then that's what started the whole rivalry back at War Games. Yep. So I think that works perfectly. So that's why I'm happy Tegan won. I I think she deserves it. I'm a little biased because I've been saying it for some time. I like Tegan Knox. I'm a big Tegan Knox fan. I think she's somebody that has really developed well. She's strong. She's capable. She's got a great personality in the sense that she can really draw as a women's champion. The fans love her. Her new T-shirt is so cool. On WWE Shop, it's so cool. Like I'm not getting it. I was like, tempted, but no more.
So my new thing with NXT wrestlers is if they were a big indie guy or girl, I'm going to go to Pro Wrestling Tees and see if they still allow them to have their shop up. And I'm going to buy from there. Because I think the shirts designed by WWE 95% of the time are utter crap.
Well,
I would rather buy a Ciampa shirt from there or a Shotzi shirt from there. Because that money, I believe, goes to the wrestler themselves. They get that money. I would rather give it to them than give it to WWE and give the wrestlers less money. Well, that's where I think my money would go better.
I
the wrestler.
Honestly haven't bought any shirts. The only thing I've gotten was the Pro Wrestling Crate, which I got last week, which the shirts are really cool. I got an FTR shirt and a Brainbuster shirt with Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. So
I was gonna order Kevin Steen shirt. That special Kevin Steen shirts up there for the weekend. But I was a little preoccupied this weekend and I forgot to do it.
The most recent shirt that I bought was probably because Ring of Honor was having a sale. And I want to support all wrestling companies because like Ring of Honor is not doing any shows right now. So you want to support as much as you can. And Lyle knows I buy a lot of stuff from Ring of Honor because I do like Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel bad for them because they literally have no shows going on right now and they're trying to sell as much as they can. So I got a ugly sweater for Christmas. It was on sale, 50% off. It was $20 for the sweater. It is a Mark Briscoe sweater that says, "All I want for Christmas are my 3 front teeth." So I said, I showed it to my wife, and she goes, "You're not really gonna wear that, are you, for Christmas?" I go, "Yeah, I am."
We're to your parents' house for Hanukkah too.
Oh, it's like Mark Briscoe going like this.
I can imagine. It would be amazing.
It's interesting. On New Japan World,
I can picture your dad's reaction.
He's going to go, "What is that? He's so stupid. You buy this crap. This is what you buy. You buy this is crap. You buy.
You're wasting your money and trying to save up for a house."
Oh, yeah. $20 is really going to kill me. Listen, $20 for an ugly sweater, that's a pretty good deal. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Because they're really so ugly sweaters. They are very expensive.
They can be. They're wolf.
No, that's why I got this one for $20. This one, and they had the Dalton Castle one that said, "I'm with the boys." So I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm not going to get that one. I'm good with that one." But it's actually really quick before we continue doing our Fyter Fest Great American Bash stuff. If you go on New Japan World, it's like there's a section, and you know how I feel about New Japan World. I think they need to. There's so many things they have.
Yeah, it needs to be cleaned up.
Like when you stop it, it starts from the beginning again. That drives me nuts. And then it takes forever to load sometimes too on the Fire Stick. And I get lost too because I can't find what I'm looking for on the shows. Because it's so tough to find with the categories and stuff. And when you can't type in the year, you have to go. You literally, if I wanted to find the G1 card, I have to go through the entire pay-per-view list.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Just go to search. Go to search and put G1 Supercard.
But I'm saying, if there's like a certain that was a big example. If there's a certain show you want to find, so say you want to find Wrestle Kingdom, but you don't remember which match am I looking for? Oh my God, I don't remember which match. And then you type Wrestle Kingdom, then you get a whole list of Wrestle Kingdoms on there. If you type in like Wrestle Kingdom 7, it pops up. But then it also sometimes will give it to you match by match by match by match.
I like that though.
I just want to see the full card. I don't want to do it this way, but I hate the fact that when you leave the show, you're back at the beginning.
I'm not a fan of that at all.
But great, now I gotta do this again. I actually have to look at the time I'm at. Oh my God, I remember this. 25:44. Okay, but it was interesting.
Take a picture.
Oh God, that's what it comes down to. I gotta take pictures now. But what they like to do on New Japan is for new buyers, they like to give you old matches that they like to show. It's on their sections. And I never even saw this match before in my life until yesterday. And it was at Dominion a couple years ago. I think it was 2016. It was God way back when they had their face painted and everything like that. They didn't even have their new theme yet. Going up against the Briscoes, who had their old theme. And the Briscoes won the IW. I knew they were in Japan because they won the 3-man tag team championships with Yano twice, by the way, with Yano twice, which, happened twice, which is phenomenal. If you ever watch on YouTube how they won it, it's so funny when the three of them celebrate. It's hysterical. But that's when Mark Briscoe had like long hair and Jay had no hair at all. And that's how old back you go. And I watched it. I thought it was an entertaining match. I thought it was really cool. How it was, but that's the nice nostalgia part of, and I finally got to watch the Kenny Omega Okada match. I never saw that 7-star match until the other day. I've
watched it like 5 times.
I watched it for the first time the other day, and I thought it was great. The other thing I watched through this morning really quick was I watched MLW this morning. I watched MJF against Leo Rush. I forget where he was in there, and then I watched. I think it was Marshall Von Erich against MJF in MLW.
You know what I watched recently? I watched War Machine versus the Young Bucks, and this show was right after WWE cease and desisted the Too Sweet sign. So
you watching New Japan or Ring of Honor because they had a rivalry?
No, I don't know what it was. It was in the UK. I forget the company name, but it was not New Japan or Ring of Honor. They were in the United Kingdom, I believe it was, and it was just a regular indie show, and they wrestled in jeans, the Young Bucks, because everything that they had, they said that they lost all their ring gear, which I don't believe. I think they didn't have anything that had
gear.
Huh?
They always lose their ring gear. That's why at Fyter, what is it? Last year at Fight for the Fall, they were the
Yeah, true. They wrestled in jeans on against War Machine, and it was a great match. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch. For someone wrestling in jeans, they did a great job. And I've tried to find matches that are indie matches that are guys who are much bigger now on like YouTube and stuff. And it's a lot of fun. That was probably one of my favorite ones I've watched. But I think we should try and talk about Fyter Fest and Great American Bash Night 2 now. I don't know how much time we have left.
Well, I mean, I didn't really give my review on both shows, but that's okay.
Oh, then I thought you did. You go.
No, it's okay.
We got lost.
But you know what? And there's nothing wrong with getting lost. I don't. Who cares about getting lost and having topics? Seriously, I think it's fun. It's just fun to have a conversation. And for me, I found AEW to be the better show. You know, in general, I just thought it was a better show. All around, but. I loved Great American Bash too. It was very close. It was tight, I thought, between the two shows.
I agree.
And I think next week, I think people are more looking forward to Night 2 of Fyter Fest, but I think more people are going to be excited about Night 2 Fyter Fest. But NXT is going to have the match that everybody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
That's where I think NXT could pull its weight in this week.
Well, what is the rest of the card for NXT next week?
Street Fight, Mia Yim, Candice LeRae, so that's coming to fruition. Let's see. I gotta find it. Let me just pull it up here. Breezango.
Maybe you could do it. Put it on the screen.
Yeah, give me a second.
Picture in picture.
Yeah. Haha, very funny, but we don't get a sponsor. We don't get a sponsor though, like AEW does. Sorry.
Sponsored by Google. Oh, I wish.
Really quick, while I'm looking this up, I'm going to do a cheap little plug quick because I did about 20 billion cheap little plugs for this show on my today. Literally, I think every 5 minutes I did a plug for the show. So I think, Lyle, I think it's only fair that I do.
Go for it, man. Yeah, go for it.
But so basically, I'm on a network, the Worldwide Sports Radio Network, every Saturday at 12 o'clock. Myself and a young man by the name of Mr. Alex Slows. He is Charlie Slows, who's the radio announcer for the Washington Nationals. Don't get excited, Lyle. Don't get excited. Okay, no, I know you love to hear that. Nationals, but that's okay. We're there. It's all right. But we do a show every Saturday at 12 o'clock. We have all these different topics that we discuss. And, the cool thing is about the show that we do is it's so far the chemistry between he and I have been really good. And
right up there, you missed it. Yep.
Which one? This one? This is
bottom one.
Oh, night card. Okay, night 2 card. Okay, but it's a great show. It's fun. We do a lot of topics and everything like that. Our phone line should be working this week, so that's exciting. We finally got that up and running. You can check us out on our
awesome.
Yeah, you can check us out on our app. All you have to do is go on the Apple Store for the iPhone, and if you have an Android, go on Google Play. Just type in WWSRN. It's all free, so you can check it out there. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. And you can hear myself and Alex every Saturday at 12 o'clock on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network. There's my plug. Thank you, Lyle. And Lyle's going to be a phone. Lyle's going to be a call.
Scroll up because that says spoiler alert. So scroll up.
What spoiler alert?
Okay.
Oh, it does?
No, down low a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Stay
it.
there.
No, that's it.
Yeah, below it had spoiler alerts, so just stay away from that.
All right, so here's the so far. You got the North American Championship versus the NXT Championship in a winner-take-all Adam Cole versus Keith Lee. Street Fight Candice LeRae versus Mia Yim. And then this match, which I'm going to highlight now, I find it very interesting. Drake Maverick and Breezango going up against Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza. And that group has been really entertaining so far in NXT, especially since I believe it was Santos Escobar, I believe, is the one that won the Cruiserweight Championship. So I've liked that group. I'm interested. I think that Drake Maverick seems to have new life in NXT. Since he should have never been released anyway. So it doesn't matter. But the cards are good. Listen, we know what the big match is. They're stacking their chips in this one match. And that's fair. That is the fair thing to do, I think, and I think NXT will produce. It's not as stacked as AEW's card, but they'll produce.
I think, they always do a good job making sure they put on a good match, but here's the thing. I can tell you right now, okay. I don't care about the other two matches besides Lee and Cole. The other two matches I could really not care about. I could wait till a later point to watch them. They're not something that's going to really make me want to watch that. So I think if I'm AEW and I look at this, I'm going to edit the show the best I can to have it so that then the Young Bucks start first. Have the Young Bucks start. You bring them out. You have who do you think they're going to go up against? Probably maybe the 6-man tag match. They're going to go up against that. What are you going to watch? Come on. So they'll probably have the Young Bucks start first. That would be a great way to really
don't worry, this is night.
Go up.
This is night 2 right here.
Go up against them. Maybe they could have Jericho or Orange Cassidy to start up first. That could be too. Yeah, I could see that.
I think they're going to be too tempted to have FTR go on the main event with the Young Bucks. I think it's going to be too hard for them to not have that as the main event.
I don't know. I think Kenny Omega. I think they. I don't know. I think the championship match should always end. But yeah, I think that I could picture them doing Chris Jericho, Orange Cassidy to start off.
The thing is, there's too many big names in that match where two of the top 5 tag teams in the world are in that match.
I think 3.
Well, I think 2 of the top 5, 3 of the top 10.
I think 3 of the top 5. FTR, Young Bucks, and Bros are all top 5 in my opinion.
Bros and Young Bucks are definitely top 5. FTR is close. I definitely put them in top 10. I don't know about.
I would say at worst top 7. But I think that they have done a phenomenal job since they came here.
Oh, I mean, I just said top 10. It doesn't mean I have them ranked 10th, 9th, or 8th. I mean, I do have them ranked.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah, but
it's really close with them. I think they're definitely in it.
because there's so many good. There are so many good tag teams that are out there that you look at that have the accolades to back it up and produce and have, they've done a little more than FTR has. Do you know what I mean? So that's why, I think FTR's top 7, I think, is fair. But look, top 5, Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks are up there, top. I mean, I have to look more into tag teams. And of course, listen, this is not me being biased. I think when you look at tag teams too, you look at the New Day, you look at the Briscoe brothers. You have to take the accolades into account. I mean, the Briscoe brothers are 11-time Ring of Honor tag team champions and former IWGP tag team champions in New Japan. I think the New Day, has won, 9 times have been tag team champion in WWE. So you got to take those accolades and combine it. Now, FTR has done a lot. They have, and this is no knock on them, but the reason why people say, oh, well, what did the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks done? Well, the Young Bucks have done a lot in Ring of Honor and New Japan. The Lucha Bros, while they don't have the accolades, they have the 5-star matches to back it up. Their matches that they've had with the Young Bucks in AEW so far have been unbelievable. I mean, their match that they had at All Out last year was it was incredible. With the ladder match when Santana and Ortiz showed up, But I also, like I said, I got to take championships into account. That's why I will always put the Briscoe brothers in the top 5. I will put the New Day in the top 5 because those are tag teams that have done it forever, I mean, look, to win a tag team championships 11 times, that's pretty freaking impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've, you know what? Through everything, they have stuck with Ring of Honor. Through all of it, they have never left the Briscoe. And I take loyalty into consideration too, because that's a big thing.
I don't know. I don't think loyalty should really matter because, in today's wrestling, everyone's jumping company to company. Happens a lot. It's about money. It's not about where you are. So I don't think that takes away from your talent.
Well, the Briscoes have been with Ring of Honor for 20 years. And
I agree.
And you have to remember, take the singles competition into account too. Jay's a former, I think, 2-time Ring of Honor world champion. So they've not just done things as a tag team, they've done things as singles wrestlers too. And even the New Day too, Kofi Kingston's a former WWE champion. So I take that ticket, but I agree with you. I think FTR is definitely in the top 6, top 7. Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks are the most athletic tag teams on the planet. I think it's going to be tough to not have them be in the main event. I think AEW is going to be so hungry to have the name because they do want to compete with Lee and Cole. They want to compete with that. And people might ask.
If I was them, I would try and go, okay, fine. You're going to have that match. I think they're going to know that they're going to take over and probably win the rating just for that part of the show. I think what they should end up doing is, okay, here you go. Take that. We'll beat you everywhere else, and we'll take the overall viewership number, the overall 18 to the 18 to 49 demo. I think they should just go in, try and take all the key demos, go and take the rating. I can picture them doing that too. But I think they're going to end with the Kenny Omega match, and they'll put the Young Bucks match before that, and maybe the Jericho match to start. I originally thought it would be the Young Bucks match, but I forgot about Jericho, Orange Cassidy.
They could do Orange start.
That's not going to start. They're going to want the name. They generally like having the name started.
True.
And MJF is a draw. That's why they had him start. But yeah, I think both shows are going to be very good. I think overall the better card is definitely AEW.
I'm going to go stop sharing. Yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely. I think AEW does have the better card, but I think NXT has, the one better match.
Definitely. You can't argue that.
You're talking about two of the best wrestlers right now in the world that have really taken off. I mean, they basically gave the rocket to Keith Lee with the North American Championship, and they said, have at it. And we know what they've done with Adam Cole. They made him the longest reigning NXT champion in history.
Yep.
Because let's be realistic here. You know, all those talks about Adam Cole wanting to leave NXT. Here's the thing. Adam Cole was popular, but he was not this popular in Ring of Honor. And New Japan, he absolutely was not popular. That's why he was kind of the leader of the Bullet Club in Ring of Honor, because he didn't really get over in New Japan. That's why they kept him in Ring of Honor more so. He was popular, but he has become an uber amount more popular than what people, I think WWE, NXT kind of would have thought. I mean, he's taken over NXT. He is NXT. Yeah. He is NXT. Like, you go back to Ring of Honor, he was not this popular in Bullet Club. He was not. This was not. He was.
I don't agree with that. He was extremely popular when he was in Ring of Honor in New Japan. Adam Cole was huge. Remember that pop he got when he went to when he debuted in Brooklyn? We were on the train going back, and people were still doing the Adam Cole baby.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying, no, he was popular in Ring of Honor. He was popular, but he's become way more popular in NXT than he was in Ring of Honor. He has. It's just he's become a household name now in NXT. He's the face of a company. He was not the face of Ring.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He was not the face of Ring of Honor. People knew who he was, but he was never the face of the brand. He's now the face of NXT. When you think of NXT, the first name I think of is Adam Cole. That's literally what I think of. When I thought of Ring of Honor a couple years ago, I mean, I thought of the Young Bucks. You know, I thought, you know, like you just think of Bullet Club. You think of Cody. You know, you think of all the, you know, you think of the Briscoes. You think of Jay Lethal. There's all these different guys. And Adam Cole, I just felt, was another name in the shuffle. But he was popular. But he was just.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
He was popular, but he was just another name in the shuffle. His popular in Ring of Honor was here. His popularity in NXT is here.
Oh yeah, he's way more popular there, but I still think his popularity was extremely high in Ring of Honor in Japan.
No, so the thing was, that's why he didn't really do New Japan that much, because he wasn't really popular in Japan. That's why he.
Well, I meant like in the United States was his work there, not necessarily in Japan, but when he worked in New Japan, his following from the United States.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but like I said, and that's what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying he wasn't popular. I'm saying he was popular, but he was never the face of a brand like he is NXT. And I think it's even more than he thought he was going to have. I mean, let's face it, he's number one in almost every category: popularity, merchandise sales. He has made the Undisputed Era one of the best factions in professional wrestling.
Agree, yeah, 100%.
Him, it's all him. And, you know, Bullet Club was already a thing. Bullet Club was a thing. You had Kenny Omega, you had the Young Bucks, Adam Cole was there, but you also had Cody, you had Hangman Adam Page, you know what I mean? You had all these guys that were there. So he was just another guy in the group. With Undisputed Era, he is that group. He's what does it for that group. Now, I'm not saying that Fish and O'Reilly don't do it, Roderick Strong don't do it. But when you think of Undisputed Era, you don't think of Bobby Fish. You don't think of Roderick Strong when you think of Undisputed. I think of Adam Cole. Hence why they've made his own T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Group. They've made him his own T-shirts in that group. He's the only one in that group that has gotten his own shirts. You know, he got the gold Bebe shirt.
Well, it's his group.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
with Bullet Club, he was just another. He was a member, but he was a popular member. But he was a member. So I think when you look at it, he's become the face. So he's become one of the faces of professional wrestling too now. He has become that guy. He's gotten so much better in the ring from where he was in Ring of Honor. Great promo work. I'm excited for the match. And, of course, with Keith Lee, man. Keith Lee, for a guy his size that can do what he does on the mic,
yeah,
he has it all. and then some. It's a shame that he's already, I think, 35 years old. But you know what? In wrestling, that's considered a spring chicken. In wrestling, that's considered.
Well, Cody said that's the prime age for a professional wrestler. It's around 35, and I agree with him. You look at everyone who's the top guys right now; they're up there. They're towards their mid 30s. So it's not.
The one guy
what was that you cut out?
The one guy it was successful for that got older was DDP. That was the one guy.
He's big with it.
He got older. It worked for him. Other than that, it's very tough to start at that age, like 39, 40, and go. DDP was the one guy that it worked for. So, for sure. But we hope everybody will enjoy New Japan. We hope everybody will enjoy Fyter Fest. We hope everybody will enjoy the Great American Bash. We have now come to the point, Lyle, where it is time for our finishers. You may start first.
I just want to say, I don't care what happens. You'll probably be surprised with this. What's the ratings for last week or this week? I know Jericho broke it down about how the 18 to 49 demo is the key demo. And whoever wins that, that's what they care about. But, I think he was trying to just be a heel and trying to make everyone mad. But I don't care who wins because these 2 weeks, the shows are going to be so good. I just want to watch them and enjoy them. Exactly. I don't want to sit there and have to feel like, oh, I'm on one side, I'm on this side. No, I'm not. I want to enjoy both sides. I'm excited very much to watch both sides and to love both shows, and I can't wait for them. I don't care about the ratings as much. I'm interested in them to see how much it's drawing for wrestling, but honestly, I just want to enjoy both shows this week.
For me, it's quite simple. It's the fact that I like to tune into Lyle. You know this about me. I like to tune into both shows at the same time. For me, because and that's not because I want to be biased towards the other, but I said this to you in a text. I'm independent when it comes to an AEW side or an NXT side. I'm not on either side. I'm on the side of let's enjoy both shows.
Exactly.
And why do we have to? Why does NXT have to be better than AEW? Why does AEW have to be better than NXT? Blah blah blah. So that's my thinking on it. As far as my finishing move goes, my finishing move is pretty much. I'm curious where they go because I'm excited. They're now making Bray Wyatt the 3 faces of Wyatt as like the 3 faces of Foley. I am so excited.
That's interesting. Interesting.
I think because and you know what WWE basically said? Okay, the fans are drawn when he's the Swamp Wyatt. Okay, they're drawn when he's the Yowie Wowie Wyatt. They're drawn when he's the Mr. Rogers Wyatt. Hey, let's just pick when. Let's just pick when he's whatever he wants.
Mr. Rogers Wyatt.
I mean, hey, let's pick. Let's let him pick which one he wants to be. And you know what? That's a testament. And I'm not being biased. That's a testament to a guy that is really good at his character. Mick Foley.
Oh, he's great.
Mick Foley was phenomenal at his character.
100%.
And I think, and I'm again, I know everybody says, "Oh, you're so biased because you're a Bray Wyatt fan." Blah 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 blah. Look, he draws. He draws. People want to watch him, no matter who the character is. They want to watch him. It doesn't matter, and you can't deny that whichever character he is or whichever one he's been, whether you like the character or you hate the character, people will tune in. Because they always are curious. Oh, which one? And now they're even going to be more curious because they're going to say, oh, he's the Swamp Wyatt again. That's interesting that they're going back to that. And I'm intrigued by that for sure.
Speaking on that topic of seeing what companies will do with certain guys, I am very interested in seeing what AEW does with Brian Pillman Jr.
Yes.
What's he going to do? What's he going to become? Where is this going to go? Because apparently his contract with MLW specifically says he can't do any work with New Japan, WWE, and Impact. It does not say AEW because this was an older contract. And that's what MJS was.
Yes.
So he can be contracted in AEW also.
Yes, for sure. Well, we're going to end it there because we are out of time. for this week. I want to thank everybody for listening, tuning in, for sure. We hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July. Don't forget Takedown Breakdown. I believe it's TB Radio _ Lyle on Twitter, if you would like to. On Twitter. And then follow us Takedown Breakdown Radio on YouTube as well. And also the show Off the Mat every Saturday. You can follow us Off the Mat on Twitter, Worldwide Sports Radio Network. We're on 12 o'clock on Saturdays without me and
on Facebook too.
Yes, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Charlie Slows he told me during the chat, he goes, you forgot to mention Facebook at the end of the show yesterday. Darn it. But you can check us out too every Sunday night. We're here, and then Monday nights at 11 o'clock on WHBC. Everybody, have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy the Stacked Wrestling. We got a jam-packed one for you this week. AEW, NXT, and New Japan. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.